Hey Taurus, how are you this evening? My name is Sherilyn, and I am here to do your weekend bonus reading. This one is going to be for May 30th, 31st, and June 1st, okay? So it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's what it's for. We're going to do it the way we always do it. I will call out all 12 signs. I'll pull 2 cards for each. At the bottom, I will pull 2 cards for each of the days too, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm pulling the ones at the top part of this for all the signs. It's to give you some sort of an overview as to the current dynamic between you and the person that first came to your mind when I called out the sign. At the bottom, it's to give you some sort of insight as to what could be possibly coming towards you this coming weekend. The hope being that it will make it easier for you to navigate your way through the weekend. Okay? That's it. I got that speech kind of backwards, but we got it together. Okay, here we go. This one's for my Taurus. All right. That is in my way. Okay, put it over there. There we go. All right, here we go. If you're a Taurus currently dealing with an Aries, I have the 2 of Wands and the Knight of Cups. So this Aries would love to come riding in like a knight in shining armor. But they're being held back right now because you have a decision to make here. You haven't made up your mind yet on which path you plan on taking to get to the rest of your life. So the Aries is on one of those paths. That's how I feel about it. They're waiting to see. If you are a Taurus and you're dealing with another Taurus, or you're trying to send a message to yourself, I have the 7 of Wands and the 4 of Pentacles. If this is a message you're sending to yourself, I believe you're telling yourself that you need to let go of what no longer serves you, and you have to soften your defensiveness right now. That's what I get off of it. If you are a Taurus who is dealing with a Gemini, I have Judgment and the 5 of Pentacles. This Gemini is viewing you as somebody who has called judgment on them and left them out in the cold. That's how this looks. If you are a Taurus dealing with a Cancer, I have the 6 of Wands and the 3 of Wands. So things look quite promising between you and this Cancer. With the 3 of Wands, they are looking towards their future and they want you in it. The 6 of Wands would say that they're pushing towards public recognition and victory with you. So if you're on board, it looks great. If you are a Taurus dealing with a Leo, I have the High Priestess and the 8 of Cups. You and the Leo have seen better days, though. Let's see. With the High Priestess, there's some veil of secrecy over the entire situation between the two of you. And with the 8 of Cups, it looks like you quite possibly are the one walking away. If it's vice versa, then it's vice versa. But somebody's walking away from this relationship, it looks like. And it's over secrets. Or over being the secret. I'm not sure. Okay, if you are a Taurus dealing with a Virgo, I have the 5 of Wands and the King of Swords. So this Virgo is viewing you as the King of Swords. That's how they say you're presenting. So male or female doesn't matter. But you are presenting in your masculine right now. Very much so logical, very much so somebody who's coming across as kind of cold. You're not trying to deal with emotions. With the 5 of Wands, you are very conflicted when it comes to the dynamic between the two of you, between you and this Virgo. So something must have transpired because you're coming across really cold towards them. If you are a Taurus dealing with a Libra, I have the 9 of Cups and the 7 of Pentacles. So this Libra is viewing you as wish fulfillment, okay? But at this point, they're trying to figure out exactly how much they want to invest in the situation with you. That's what it is. If you are a Taurus dealing with a Scorpio, I have the Ace of Wands and the 9 of Swords. So the Scorpio is viewing you as somebody who there is no shortage of passion with. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the two of you have a passionate situation between you, whether it's a situationship or a relationship, I don't know. However, it's quite toxic, it looks like. With this 9 of Swords, it's causing a lot of stress and anxiety. At the same point, though, it's also an obsession. It's like, you know, can't leave, can't stay type deal, okay? If you are a Taurus dealing with a, I got lost. Okay, Sagittarius. I have the 10 of Cups and the 8 of Pentacles. 10 of Cups? Oh, 10 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles. Well, the Sagittarius looks like a great offer. And another has a lot of potential if that's what you want. They're viewing you as somebody who's totally invested in them and getting to their emotional fulfillment, or their 10 of Cups. So this one shows great promise. If you are a Taurus dealing with a Capricorn, I have the King of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. So does this one. Shows great promise as well. Two of Cups, it's a divine union of some sort. King of Pentacles, they're viewing you as somebody who is definitely in boss energy, okay? You have a kingdom to run. You make very absolute, secure moves. You know. It looks good if that's what you want. If you are a Taurus dealing with an Aquarius, I have the Queen of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. So this Aquarius is viewing you as home, more or less. They're viewing you in the Queen of Pentacles. But with the Three of Swords, they are viewing you as somebody who is heartbroken right now. And I do believe it was at their hands. If you are a Taurus dealing with a Pisces, I have the Queen of Cups and the Ten of Wands. So this Pisces is viewing you as somebody who has become a very heavy burden to them for some reason. They're viewing themselves in the Queen of Cups. So then they're viewing you as a burden. On Friday, I have the Chariot and the Knight of Pentacles. Well, that's two opposites. So as badly as you want to move forward, for some reason you're just not. You're standing stagnant. Saturday, I've got the Six of Pentacles and the World card. So you've come to a conclusion when it comes to a situation in your life where there's no reciprocity, and you finally realized it, and for that reason you're closing the cycle. And Sunday, I've got the King of Wands and the Seven of Cups. There was no reciprocity possibly in this situation because whoever it was that was the other half of this situation was entertaining options, maybe. They were acting like a King of Wands, I don't know. It's okay. You'll just put it behind you and move on. That's how that goes. Be fine. It doesn't look bad at all. It looks pretty good, actually. Okay, Taurus? No matter what the cards say, you go out and have the best possible week you can. That's kind of like a job, I think. That's everybody's job, kind of. But that's what it is. I will be back on Sunday with weekly readings, I hope. I'm here almost every morning with the daily energy check-ins. That's it. All right. Thanks.